Hello YouTube. In this video, I will show you guys what's inside this MCDN network microcell by Metricom. This one was a special kind of piece of scrap I was able to receive from a neighbor near our house, and he works at a telephone company. And so I wasn't really able to get anything else except this piece. He only was able to give me one piece of scrap. And that's alright with me because this is something I've always wondered what's inside. These are the kind of things you would find on top of telephone poles. So, without further ado, let's see what's inside. So, when you flip it on the back here, you can see it's pretty banged up. And that's because I had to smash it with a hammer on 2 screws. One there and one there, because they would not come off. So as a result, I had to smash it with a hammer. This kind of metal is like a very cheap, not cheap because it has to be high quality, but it's kind of like a ceramic-like steel. I don't know what kind of steel it is, but I'm just gonna put it with my steel. Or it could even be magnesium. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it with a magnet and see. But what's inside is quite phenomenal. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out here. I'm going to put this camera down. I don't have my tripod at this moment, so I'm unable to really see what's inside. Being able to put it on anything, like a stand or a tripod. So this is what you get on inside. So this base here, this looks like the power supply almost. You can see that it has some chips on it, and of course a nice gold-plated connector that's very generously plated. We got ourselves a connection to an outside frequency selection, and here we got a whole bunch of antenna connectors. As you can see, this is a very nice gold plate. So we just pull these straight out. And here's another connector, which looks like another antenna connector. Right there. There we go. Sorry about the shakiness. I don't have a stand with me right now, so just bear with me. So, as you can tell, we got ourselves some wires, and all of these connect to exterior antennas, which look like this. They're little antennas. So actually I think I know where it is, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and I did find my tripod, and I have a little extra light available now, so that'll be good. So next thing I want to remove is this little metal box here. This is a really interesting thing to scrap. I've never scrapped one of these before. It's going to be really interesting. So let's see what's underneath this panel. I hope there's going to be a lot of good gold connected stuff, gold plated stuff that will be really good to put in the collection. It's a really long screw. Yeah. Also from this guy, he was just throwing stuff away. It wasn't any kind of property or anything, but he got permission from this local telecommunications company to allow me to scrap one thing. So we'll see. But I also got a satellite dish. So I won't show you guys what's inside the satellite dish, but I will show you guys the LMB unit that's attached to it. I won't show you how to scrap it though, because all of it's pretty much steel. So this is a bit tricky. Let's just pull this out here. As you can tell, inside there, you can't see it, but there's some nice gold plating. So this will be some gold plated connector. So I don't know how I'm supposed to pull this out. Looks like it's just, oops. So I'll get this off the camera real quick and pull this out for you guys. Alright, so inside here, so let's see, it's probably not gonna focus. There we are. So here you can see there's a lot of connections that all go to the different ports on the outside. In this case there's 5 of them. I'm not sure why, but it's probably the one at the very back, which looks like that, and it's labeled 900 megahertz. So that must mean it's some kind of antenna. So this just came right off. Literally, it's just screwed in to the base. And here we have ourselves a nice high-grade circuit board. There's no gold plating on this one. However, the gold plate connectors help with a little bit of the cost. You can also see the gold-plated connectors there, and we can see we have ourselves a nice little tantalum capacitor and a lot of monolithic ceramics. On the back there's just a little chip and a couple little components, but nothing too much to look at. However, there's some nice little capacitors right there. Those are some interesting looking, those L10 and L11. Those appear to be a form of inductor. I've never seen that kind of inductor before, but then again I've never seen this kind of equipment before either. So that's one board. So now let's remove this power supply board here. Looks like it's just held in with a lot of screws. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all those, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I had to move this outside because it really wasn't, I didn't have enough space. I already have a better area to work with. So I was out here also working on some board depopulation. I got a whole big load of boards in there. And, you know, we got just the general circuit boards and stuff. So, yeah. So let's continue with that scrap that we were on before I cut the camera. Let's see, I gotta readjust this. Okay, there we go. Much better. So, as you remember previously, we got this component here, which were connecting all of these little connections. And also from the front, this little connection also came off. This is for the antenna. And it turns out that this component here was actually, this here was mounted on a telephone line and was one of like the very first forms of cellular internet access. It was faster than a modem actually. So, you know, you would buy a certain router and, you know, you would get faster than normal dial-up speed. This is like early 2000s, late 90s technology, so it's pretty interesting. So I removed all those screws, and here, this whole thing comes right off. This is like the power supply, like I said, and we could just pretty much pull this out. Actually, no, this is soldered right onto the board. So I'll just have to work on removing all those, all that gold-plated connectors there, and all these wires here. So I will also remove this metal bracket on the outside, and on the side here, on the bottom, we have a couple screws. So I'll do that, but you don't need to see it because it's pretty straightforward. So put that to the side. That's pretty much a low grade. Here we got ourselves this connector on the end here. This was connecting to the wire on the side. So here, all I gotta do is just snip this off. Okay, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to turn around and go on the other side real quick. Alright, so to remove this, I'm going to cut this twist, this connection here that holds this in place. There we go. And we can just fish this through, and that's some nice gold plating there. That's a nice little 5-pin connection. This connected to the next to a street lamp, because this was commonly mounted next to a street lamp. Basically those light posts that you see on the sides of roads. There'd be a connection there to plug that in. And on the front here, you can see that hole right there, that's where the antenna would poke right into. So all we gotta do here is, oops, sorry about that, snip off these ends. And once we do this, we got ourselves some gold plate connectors. And we got this connection here, which has a gold pin in there, and then this end here, which is a nice gold plate. So now this piece is probably cast aluminum, so that'll be nice to add. Now we're going to get to the good part. This back part here. So here we got ourselves a nice little gold board sticking out. And look at that, we can see a nice, beautiful, shining gold plate. So really all we have to do here is just undo these screws. They're not so hard to undo. And once we do this, we're pretty solid. These are really long. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be right back. Alright, I haven't removed all those, but I'm going to show you how long this screw is. This is pretty big. What can I use a comparison? So, yeah, I can't really make a comparison, but compared with this connector here, oh my god, I can't find it. Okay, there we go. So, compared to this connector, it's that long, so it's a pretty long screw. So, I'll be back, and I will have all of those screws removed. Alright, so I've removed those screws, and now let's see what we got. So this looks like there's an additional layer. Look at that beautiful gold plating there. That's nice. And here we got ourselves a beautiful gold plated board here. And look at that. I mean, nice board. We got ourselves, looks like some connections with IDE pins on the IDE connection there, and it looks like there's even another layer underneath. So looks like 2 screws on the very right hand side should allow us to remove this board. These aren't very long. Okay, now I'm gonna pull this out. There we are. Look at that. More gold plating. Sorry about the cars. That's what you get from filming outside. But yeah, lots of nice gold plate. So that's cool. So that's a nice high grade board. And if you look here, the oscillator in the middle, that oval shaped can in between that and before, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, there's a nice gold crystal oscillator that's gold colored, which must mean there must be a small thin layer of gold plating. So now let's continue and remove 3 screws. There we go. Yeah, sorry this video may not be very good because I was filming outside, and you may not be able to catch some of my words because of the wind, but oh well. So this should have some pretty thick gold plating. Okay, let's see. Whoa! Wow, that's nice. Look at that. Nice chips. Let's pull this out, and we'll have a closer look at it at the end. It looks like I'll have to remove a whole bunch of capacitors. Not capacitors, but screws here. This is remarkable. This is beautiful. So, I'll return and show you what's inside. On the other side, that is. Alright, so I've removed those screws. Now let's see what's on the other side. Oh, beautiful. Some more gold plating, and it's pretty easy to remove all the components too, so that's nice. But yeah, this is really beautiful. Definitely not gonna. I'm not gonna probably desolder these because this is probably my first thing I've ever removed that has this much of a thick quality gold. So I'll probably save this just to put it in the collection. And this is a case here that's just ordinary aluminum, cast aluminum, the same stuff you find in DirecTV dish LMBs. So now move this piece here. There should be only one board, but it should be just as nice. Two screws, separate this, and look at that. Beautiful, beautiful chips. And beautiful gold plating as well. That's nice. So, now I'm going to show you what's on the other side, and I'll wrap the video. Alright. So, on the back, just like the other one. Beautiful, beautiful gold plating. And yeah, that's about it. So, in short, definitely worth your time. Don't ever let yourself just leave these behind if you find them, or if they're given to you, most likely, because the boards are beautiful. I mean, look at this. Just all this gold here. Even this board here is nice, some nice gold as well. This one not so much. But yeah, that's all I really have for you guys. So, thanks for watching. Alright, so yeah, I couldn't really finish because my camera just ran out of, I guess you could say, just ran out of memory. So I had to go delete some stuff. But yeah, so if you're wondering, this is the mount that was on this, that connected this to the phone line. So yeah, like those telephone wire, it would fish through this hole right here. Sorry about that. And out the other end. So yeah, this would mount to the back of the unit. So yeah, that was probably the best thing I've ever scrapped in my life. That was magnificent. Beautiful. Wonderful. But yeah, anyway, you get the picture. So yeah, we got ourselves a low-grade board here. That's still a low-grade board. It does have some higher value chips in there because these are high-grade telecom like boards, like they're using telecommunications, so they're going to be really high-end. So yeah, of course you got the gold-plated pins there, and you got, of course, your wonderful gold-plated board here. Definitely worth desoldering, because I am going to deal with this one because there's not enough stuff. There's not enough of a thickness of gold that compared to the other things. So once again, another nice look at these beautiful gold-plated boards here. Yeah, they want to use very thick gold plating because you're gonna need the optimal connection so it doesn't fail. So they're gonna not cut any costs when they're doing this stuff. So yeah, underneath all these boxes here, there's gonna be some nice gold-plated stuff inside. So yeah, because these are all like antenna stuff, and they're susceptible to, I guess you could say, electromagnetic related stuff. There's some nice ceramic chips that have some nice gold-plated legs. And this component here, which will have lots of gold bonding wires, However, it's a bit dangerous to deal with these because they contain beryllium oxide, and the component I'm talking about is that right there. That is a ceramic, but it's also a beryllium oxide ceramic. So if you ever see these kind of components, be very careful and wear some kind of mask to protect yourself, as well as this component here. So guys, there's a lot of tantalum capacitors, a lot of boxes here, but I'm not going to see what's inside because I want to keep them the way it is. They're just too beautiful. And we got ourselves a whole bunch of chips. And the same thing with this one here. So yeah, hope you found that video very interesting. I hope you did, because I definitely did find that very interesting, because I've never scrapped something like this before and had such beautiful gold boards. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again very soon. If you like this video, please like and tell me what you think about it, what you want me to scrap next, because I'm always willing and open to suggestions. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.